coming up next right here at Red River Co-op Speedway as the sun peeks out on the 4/10 of a mile oval. Starting on the pole, the Pepsi Airport Motor Hotel, Ardent Financial Group number 12 is Tony Casey, and Tony is out of Winnipeg. Outside the 48, out of Fanistel is Jerome Guillot. He is sponsored by Baldwin Feeds. Inside row 2, Cameron Brown is in the 4JR out of Rainy River, Ontario, and the 10W is Ward Emery, a two-time WISSOTA national champion. Ward Emery in the Emery Demolition 10W, rolling off 4th. Inside row 3, the 1R is Rick Delane, and outside the 9 is the Ford of Lee McRae. Sean Tunis is in the 39, and Scott Greer in the Napa Rod Fair Racing 5G, also sponsored by DeKalb. Ooh, we've got some crash ups in turn 1 and 2. Looks like the 4JR of Cameron Brown out of Rainy River has been collected in that one. All right, yellow flag is out here in the WISSOTA Modifieds. A little slippery out there now as the moisture comes out of the racetrack and evaporates away. Try to get that car unlocked out of gear. 4JR started 3rd inside of row number 2. All right, 1 to go now. The yellow lights are already out, the 4JR. Rolling to catch up to the pack. Good looking Napa Auto Parts 5G. As we get set to go racing in the modified division. Alcohol burning modified. You can smell it in the air. The Midwest Modifieds run racing gasoline. These cars run 99.9% methanol alcohol. All right, Tony Casey, the Pepsi 12 on the pole. And here we go, we are racing. Active Coin Snap-on Tools, number 12 to the bottom of the track, but that won't be good enough on the bottom because 2 guys in the middle and the outside go around Tony Casey. McRae spins it out. He keeps going. Your leader is Guillot, the Baldwin Feeds number 48. Ward Emery right there in the 10W. That is a Mars race car. Emery is your current points leader in this division. He has won 2 national WISSOTA Modified Championships. Former go-kart racer is the 10W of Ward Emery, and he is now working on Jerome Guillot, who is 3rd in points this year. Scott Greer, the Rod Fair Racing 5G, battling with the 12 of Casey. Leaders over in turn number 4 now, and Emery is giving Guillot all he can handle. Jerome Guillot doing a great job up front in the Baldwin Feeds, number 48 out of Fanistel. Ward Emery will take another stab at him in the Emery Demolition Mars race car. 3 to go. Two to go for your race leader. And white flag is out now. Attention in the pit area. We have just been handed the B Mod B feature lineup, so do check them. They'll be on the board momentarily. If you did not finish in the top 3 in your heat race in the Midwest Modified Division, you need to check the lineup board for your B mains right away. Checkered flag is out. Your winner is going to be Gio, followed by Emery. Scott Greer, the Rod Fair Racing 5G, will be 3rd. The Johnson's Hog Barbecue 4th. That car, of course, driven by Rick Delane out of Stony Mountain, Manitoba. Sean Tunis in the 39 out of West St. Paul, sponsored by Grand Prix Amusements, unofficially 5th in that one. As Ward Emery rolls that Mars race car over to the scale area. Okay, Pat, once again, we're going to remind all of the drivers in the Midwest Modified Division, check the lineup board immediately for your lineups. They will be there momentarily. Very important because we are going to run right through, Pat, with no intermission.
Well, up next, it's the late models, and here's how they line up in an MB Custom out of West St. Paul, the 70, sponsored by Grand Prix Amusements. The driver is Jesse Tunis. Outside of him, the number 35 is owned by Mag Racing. The driver is Adam Magus out of Selkirk. Inside, row number 2, it's Ryan Karoluk out of St. Andrews, Manitoba. And outside of him, the 00 is Damon Stacey. Damon is from Pierceland, Saskatchewan. Inside row 3 in the Dabs Repair, Simpsons Transfer 57, this is Kevin Sexton out of Lorette. Outside of him, the 5E, this is Shane Edgington out of East St. Paul. Inside row 4, it's Shane Holden driving the Union Insurance 11. Outside of him, the McNaught number 10 of Mike Balkin. And on the back spot by himself, and starting last will be Ward Emery. And I guess he's switching cars in the pit area while well, we've got 9 late models on hand tonight. 1 visitor from Pierceland, Saskatchewan. Damon Stacey, the 00.
I don't think he's been here before, Pat, has he? That name does not ring a bell with me. Damon Stacey out of Pierceland, Saskatchewan.
No, I don't recall. I'd like to know.
Saskatchewan guys here.
I'd like to know where he races as a rule. Probably Estevan, although I don't know my geography very good.
I'll find out where that Pierceland is in just a minute.
You bring your assistant with you?
Well, that Google assistant or whatever it is. The one that listens to us all day anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that's enough time. Let's go. All right, I know I'm not in charge, but got the whole place sitting here waiting for one guy. We got to reorganize that somehow.
All right, so Pat, we have one more heat race, right? The late models, and then we'll move into the B mains. We have 2 of them.
Yep.
8 laps each for the. There they are. Okay, perfect.
8 laps each, and only the top 3 transfer into the A main.
Okay, the 24 car of Emery is coming right now,
goodness.
so we're going to release the late models. I see him going through there. That's a Victoria Stutsky race car wheeled by Ward Emery tonight, correct, Pat?
Yeah, that's the same car as, supposedly the same car as Edgington drives, the 5E. Yellow lights are out. We're getting ready to go green 8 times around. This is the WISSOTA late models, and we're on the green flag. Here we go. Shane Holden's Union Insurance number 11 is for sale. If you're thinking of getting into the late model business, that's a rocket. Three wide for last place. Holy cow. Balkan gets through that maze of cars and gets up to challenge between, he's in the danger zone there, boy, between Adam Magus and the 11 of Shane Holden. Jesse Tunis, your leader. And he's got hot company on his back bumper. Shane Edgington in the 5 car, getting closer and closer and closer. 3 to go, and Edgington in the 5E. Oh boy, look out. Well, hey, at least he cleared him this time. Your new leader is Shane Edgington in the 5E. And we do. We certainly do. Edgington with the lead. Tunis at second. This time the white flag flies. Kerlick is third. The race for fourth is Sexton and Balkan in the 57 and 10 respectively. And here comes your winner off at turn number 4. The 5E, Shane Edgington, started 6th. Picks up the victory. Second spot goes to Jesse Tunis in the 70. Third to the 29 of Kerlick. Fourth to the 57 of Sexton. And fifth to the number 10 of Mike Balkan.
All right, looks like we have our first B feature for WISSOTA Midwest Modifieds over in the staging area. That is good news. So here's how they're going to line up now. 8 laps for each B feature in the Midwest Modifieds. The first